Hate to the person who left this comment, because I do kind of understand where you're coming from with this perspective, but I do feel like this is a fundamental misunderstanding of grooming, because when you're groomed by an adult as a child, especially for most of your childhood, that doesn't just like magically go away when you turn 18. Grooming is effectively a form of brainwashing, and there's no age limit as far as like when that stops working on you, as we see with cults, which is another thing I talk about here sometimes if you're interested. The overall goal of grooming is to get a child to see an objectively inappropriate relationship as something that is not only normal, but loving and usually romantic. If people are trying to brainwash you, they're trying to do it as young as possible, because that's when it sticks. Obviously, it's not impossible to brainwash a full-grown adult. It happens all the time. Cults, politics, you know. But like with cults, if you want a member for life, you need to get in there as young as possible. Because again, that's when your brain is most malleable, and that's just when any kind of teaching or brainwashing sticks the best. So while it is true Sarah is a legal adult, it is also true that her dad has been actively trying to isolate her in every possible way for her entire life. He sabotaged friendships, he sabotaged romantic relationships, he pulled both of his kids out of school and they were homeschooled. Sarah says she works full-time. There's a lot of questions around that, if that's true or not. And anytime he gets the chance, Patrick reinforces the idea that nobody's going to appreciate or understand Sarah as much as he is going to. And sometimes he'll say it under the guise of like the family, but it's pretty obvious what he's talking about. They talk about each other as like twins and best friends and like the only people who really get each other. And while most parents of early 20-somethings would be encouraging them to go out and get some semblance of independence, to meet new people, to try to figure out what they're going to do with their lives, Patrick has never encouraged that. In fact, Sarah's one big dream is that she wants to work at SeaWorld, which would mean she would have to move away from home. Patrick has been really adamant that if she ever even got a job in the park or went there to intern or something, he would move the whole family down there and she would live with them. And I just can't help but think, regardless of how close you are with your family, why wouldn't your parents want you to go out there and spread your wings a little bit and get some kind of feeling that you're an independent adult? But yeah, I don't know, that's just my feelings. If Sarah has truly been groomed, I don't think it really matters that she's a full-grown adult, because grooming doesn't just affect children. It can definitely affect people into their young adulthood and beyond, but yeah.